Hello and welcome back to Restaurant Chefinno Corporate ID Help video. In this video we'll see how to edit text and colors in Adobe InDesign. So let's open up the INDD folder. Now if you're working with the CS5 version, you'll see the INDD folder with InDesign files, and if you have CS4 version you can open up IDML, which is InDesign template markup template files, and it will open up in CS4. Now I can open either through the regular means file open, or I can just double click on my file, or I can just simply drag it directly into my InDesign and it will open up automatically. First thing you'll notice is that each and every page of this file is actually a different size. It is the size of the template, and there are a couple of information boxes that you can see here. Now if we go to the layers, we'll have the print info. This is the information box for you. This is something that you need to see. This is where the bleed is, the trim, the text safety. If you're making any major changes, this will help you up to set up the file properly. The second thing is the info box. Here you get the general information about the file. And finally we have the cut lines. This is the layer that you need to make sure you're sending if your file has the cut lines. Make sure you send this layer to your printer, because this is the actual cut and print and fold of your design element. And finally we of course have the logo, text, and the design layers. These are layers that will help us with editing the file. The next thing is checking out its links. Of course this file doesn't have any links. If you like working with character styles or paragraph styles, if you're comfortable working with them, these just open up where the styles are here, paragraph styles. If you are comfortable working with them, you can change the text coloring and everything else through the paragraph styles. If you're not, I would suggest looking at the tutorials that explain paragraph styles, how they work, what elements they have. This would be a very long tutorial if I started going into that. So for all of you who have the knowledge of the paragraph styles, you can utilize them. So let's start with, let's say, editing the colors. Now of course we can edit our colors the simple way. Let's just see what's going on here. We can edit our colors the old-fashioned way. That means selecting each and every color and then changing manually, either through this color space view, or you can just type in your color values. But if you're changing the entire design, that can take some time. The faster way to do it and the better way to do it is we need to open up the Swatches panel. We go to Window, Color, and then Swatches. And once we have the Swatches panel open, we can see here the colors that have been used within this design. Now all you have to do is simply double click on the color, add your own. You can either play with this the sliders, or you can just enter your own values. And if you have the preview button checked, you can immediately see all the color changes. And you can see here the gradient is also changing the color, so you don't have to go manually into it and change it. And basically that's it. You have one color changed. Now let's change the other color. This is the gradient part, the lighter color in the gradient, and you can see the difference here. And voila, we have our colors changed. Now when it comes to the transparent part, as you can see, this is the symbol that we are using in some of the templates. It is transparent. In order to edit it, we need to go to File, right click on the file, go to Effects, Transparency, and you can see it's set up at 10%. Let's say we want it at 20, and voila, this is the editing of the transparency. Now if you want to go into further edits of the file, I would suggest you go into the design, background transparent. It is a group, and you can either ungroup it and then work on each element individually, or if you just want to change transparency like I showed you, this is how you do it. Okay, so if we put it in here, we can see the symbol itself. Okay, that was it. In this manner, you'll also change not only the symbols and shapes, all the fonts that have been used with the previous color will be changed too. The new coloring, so you won't have to, you won't have any problems with that. Now let's go to editing the text. Just before we start, I just wanted to make sure to let you know that if you just select the text like I did here and you try to change the color, let's say we want to make this yellow, as you can see it's not going to change the text, it's going to change the color of the frame. This is how Illustrator works. In order to just change the color of the text individually, you can select the text. Let's select both of them, and then we go to this little T right below fills, fill and stroke, and when you select this little T, now the text is activated, and now we can change just the text color and not the frame. So this is one thing you need to know when it comes to changing the color of the text. Of course, if you're doing that through the Swatches panel, you won't have to go through this through all of these steps. You can immediately, it will immediately change all the colors that you want. Okay, now let's move on to editing the text itself. Before we start, let's make sure we have the character panel open. We'll go to Window, type in Tables, Character, or we can use Control T. Once you select the text, you'll see what the text is, what is the font family, what is the font style, etc. Now to edit the text, we can just simply double click on the text, select it all and type our own text, or we can select the type tool from the tools panel, and once you hover over the text, it can be edited. As you can see, it changes to the editable text icon. We just select everything and type our own text here. Now if you want to make additional changes to the text, actually to the font itself, you can do that within the character panel. You can change it, you can change the font family, the font style, size, kerning, and all those different stuff. Okay, that was it for this video. In the next video, we'll see how to edit the templates in Adobe Photoshop. See you, bye.